Think back to when cutting out a background took an hour. Today, that exact process happens in an instant. Generative fills, object removal, and single-click lighting fixes are no longer high-end features. They are the baseline expectation across almost every software platform. Because these tools now handle the technical heavy lifting, you no longer need a deep photography background to output clean, polished visuals. Since every piece of software on the market is currently injecting AI into its code, asking which app has the smartest AI misses the point entirely. The real differentiator lies in the workflow philosophy built around that AI and how it handles your specific tasks. Choosing an editor means figuring out exactly where your daily projects land on the spectrum between absolute creative precision and raw workflow speed. A lot of creators suffer from what we can call Photoshop guilt. It is that nagging feeling that if you aren't using the heavy, industry-standard software, your work is somehow less professional. That mindset leads directly to friction. You end up wrestling with 20 different menus and wasting hours just to brighten a quick image for social media. Look at this core trade-off. On one side, infinite control, a heavy, dense environment. On the other side, instant workflow. Lighter AI tools strip away manual sliders to level the playing field, trading pixel-perfect manipulation for a massive reduction in friction. Defaulting to the most powerful application is a net negative for your productivity if your final output never actually required that level of precision. Let's map this out using a comparison matrix. We have to start with Adobe Photoshop as our baseline for maximum creative freedom. Working in Photoshop requires a commitment to a dense, layer-heavy interface, demanding a high setup time in exchange for maximum generative control. But relying on that density for a basic thumbnail or an Instagram post creates an immediate bottleneck in your daily content production. Contrast that with applications like Canva and Fotor. These operate as design-first accelerators. Instead of treating the photograph as an isolated object, they embed basic photo adjustments directly into layout pipelines with instant setup time. You can remove a background, expand the borders, and immediately drop that image into a branded flyer or advertisement within seconds. The entire system is built for rapid assembly, helping you bypass empty canvases and immediately generate functional layouts. So your choice between these two ends of the spectrum comes down to a simple question. Are you meticulously building a standalone photograph or rapidly assembling functional marketing content? Then there are tools that solve highly specific workflow issues. Luminar Neo operates on a philosophy of algorithmic taste. You relinquish manual slider control to an AI trained to recognize premium aesthetics. A flat, uninspired shot transforms into a rich, dramatic environment without you having to touch a single color grading curve. Let's bring back our matrix. By focusing on landscapes, real estate, and portraits, Luminar delivers highly automated results with very low setup time. The trade-off is that you lock yourself into the software's specific visual style, and it offers almost zero utility for broad graphic design tasks. On the other side of specialized tools is Pixlr, the flexible, lightweight champion. It provides an entirely browser-based environment, meaning you don't need a heavy local software installation to run it. You give up high-end processing power and deep retouching capabilities, but you gain the ability to output edits from literally any machine. These specialized applications intentionally strip away manual control to solve highly targeted bottlenecks, whether that is achieving an instant cinematic grade or bypassing hardware limitations. To make your decision, stop comparing software feature lists. Instead, reverse engineer your choice by identifying the exact bottleneck in your current process. This flowchart maps out your options. It starts with one central question. What is actively slowing down your production? If your bottleneck is achieving flawless precision with zero compromises, your path leads directly to Photoshop. If you need to turn raw photos into publishable marketing assets quickly, you follow the path to Canva. For dramatic atmospheric enhancements, map to Luminar Neo. For hardware constraints where you need edits on the go, map to Pixlr. Choosing a tool that doesn't align with your actual bottleneck creates unnecessary friction, drains your time, and ultimately weakens your final output. Forcing a dense, perfectionist workflow onto a high-volume social media schedule leads straight to creator burnout and a sharp drop in your content volume. Conversely, relying on a lightweight design tool for high-end portrait retouching leaves your images looking flat and risks your professional credibility. There are moments that demand absolute precision, where the final product must stand alone as a flawless piece of work. But remember the rule of modern tools. Do not edit just to add AI effects. You edit to make the subject clearer and the message stronger. If the photograph itself is your final product, you have to invest the time in Photoshop. But if that photo is just an ingredient wrapped inside broader content, a lighter AI tool is objectively the smarter business decision.